Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What up, you already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard. Today we got Spanks in the building from Westchester. Spent some time in Valhalla. He's here to, tell us his story, man. And with that being said, let's get right to it, dog in the yard. Your boy Pistol Pete. What up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. Today we got Spanks in the building, straight out of Westchester. What up, Spanks?
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
How you, man? Thank you for having me. I feel amazing, man. It feels good to be here, man.
All love, my brother. All love, man.
Sure.
This is our platform. This is what this is what this for. This is what this is created for.
Yeah.
To give brothers that voice. You feel me?
We need that. They're not gonna give it to us. So I definitely.
So we gotta create our lane.
We gotta create it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So what's up, Spanks? Talk me a little bit about your upbringing, man. I know you from, from that side, Westchester and all that. But let me know your upbringing. I mean, siblings, family, pop, dad, moms. Sure. I mean, your upbringing when you started getting into shit and all that.
Yeah. So my story is unique. I'm from Greenburgh, New York. That's where I was born. It's you might heard of White Plains. It's a town inside of the city. So that's where I was born. My pops died when I was 5. So my mom, when she got out of high school, she went to Morgan State College, in Maryland. So she fell in love. She passed the Mason-Dixon and fell in love with it down there. So before she graduated, she met my pops. He's from D.C.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my mom's is from up here. She was actually born in the Bronx. They from my family is out of Melrose originally, before they migrated up to Westchester. I don't even know if Melrose is still around.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's where my roots is at. My grandparents is from Melrose, so.
And your dad was from
down there in
DC.
Washington, D.C. So
Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Joe, the home of the mumble sauce, the go-go bands and all that crazy. D.C. is its own culture.
His own culture.
Night and day. It's different from New York.
Super.
So, she met him down there and then moved back. So, he wasn't really too active. And then unfortunately, he passed when I was 5, from cancer. So I'm gonna say this on camera, like they never told me the story, but we know what the late 80s and the early 90s brought, like what was going on around that time as far as narcotics and all that, because he ended up, he had throat cancer. Pops was an athlete, he used to box, he was running, he was heavily in shape. And then, miraculously he had a hole in his throat. So he passed, so I wasn't, I didn't really go through that because I was so young. And then we was living in New York, he was living in D.C. So I probably, I got like 3 memories of him. So it really didn't hit.
Yeah.
So then, we was up here. Then eventually my mom, when I was like 8 years old, we relocated to Baltimore. Yeah, we was in Baltimore, Maryland. We went to the county and then she bought a house on a borderline in like Northeast. So Baltimore was different because, Westchester, it's more family based. Everybody know everybody. You know all your neighbors. Now we in a new area. Baltimore's a little different. You walk around the corner, it's a million unfamiliar faces. So I had to adjust to that. So I can really say I jumped off the porch in Maryland, down there, is when I started getting into different things. But then
how old you was?
I would say I've been outside. I used to walk to school since I moved in the middle of 3rd grade. So when I started 3rd grade out there, I was already walking to school. So you know how that shit go. You seeing things on the way. Single moms. My mom's was working until she met my sister's father, which then she met him and had my sister. So it's just me and my sister. So, he played a small part, but you know how that go. Still, you ain't my dad. It wasn't no real connection there. So yeah, I was a boy. Moms had to work. I'm running around. Then we bought the house. So I could say I probably started getting into shit. I say like 11. That's when it started for me. Because when we moved to the city, it was a whole different landscape. They throwing rocks at cars, stealing cars, doing all that kind of shit.
They was playing different.
They was playing different over there on that side of town.
They was playing different.
They was playing different. It'd be like moving from Scarsdale to moving to the Bronx.
Yeah.
It's a whole different situation. So you know, me and my mom, we didn't get along, you know. No father, no discipline. So women, you know, they feel like it's extra when it's just one parent. It's no balance. So that didn't last. So, you know, I got kicked out and I moved to my grandmother, my father's mother. She lived in PG County, which if you know the DMV area, you know DC, they call it the DMV, but they don't get along. So Baltimore and DC and them areas, it's a whole different world, and New York. So when I went there, I only spent a half a year with her because I was getting into situations like, oh, where you from? Well, I'm from New York, but I'm coming from Baltimore. You automatically, you out.
You out.
You out. It's like, you from over there, so.
Everybody divided over there.
Got it divided. And so, you know, even though my family was from there, it's so big, we spaced out. So it's not that, we didn't have that strong family backing. That's just me at this school, cousins at this school, we all spread out. So my grandfather, I got kicked out of that school. My grandpops came to get me, who was originally from where I was originally from, came to get me, and now it brought me back to New York. So I was raised differently, like my mom, my grandmother, and my grandfather.
Okay. So, Well, when you started getting in trouble, when you came back?
Now, so now I got into Maryland trouble. So my first time getting arrested, I was 13 years old. I was in Maryland still. I moved to New York that next year.
Getting arrested in Maryland?
It was crazy because they got this thing called Boys Village that's like Rikers Island down there, like
tell me a little bit. Break it down for the viewers.
So for the viewers,
I don't even know about it. So it put me on.
So I don't know if you're familiar with The Wire, the series The Wire. Yeah. The Boys Village was all in the mix to that. So it was crazy. So I had a dart gun that looked like a little baby 9. So my man's from around the corner from me, he used to sell candy. So I went down there from out his house. I'm playing with him. I pointed it at him and was like, yo, go get me some airheads or whatever. I told him. He took it serious. He bought me everything out, but went in the house and called the cops. So when the cops came, I got this fake ass dart gun. They pulling up on me. This is my first time ever even having police contact. I'm 13 years old. Who's such and such? Our government is Leon. Right. Who's Leon? I'm like, oh, that's me. Freeze, search me, this, that, and the third. I ain't gonna lie, I start crying. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm 13. I'm like, yo,
throwing off like a motherfucker.
I said, what the hell is going on here?
You trying to get some candy.
I'm trying to get some. I'm playing with my man. He was a couple years younger than me.
Sucks.
So he was like 11 at the time. So, you know, I shout out to you, man. I ain't mad at you no more. But they put me in the car, took me to the station.
I was kind of shaky. I was kind of shocked. That should become fucking dramatizing.
Traumatized me. My man called the cops on me. That was a whole.
I mean, not only that, the cops come through. You like
freeze, and I got the dart gun on me. So when they took it out, that's when they threw me on top of the car. They thinking it's a real gun.
13 years old, man.
13 years old, man. I ain't know what was going on. So they just told me, like, you know, they was pressing charges saying that armed robbery. Once they realized it was a dart gun, you know, it kind of fizzled out. But anyway, I went to the station, and like I said, this around the time, me and Mom Dukes, I'm putting her through it.
Yeah,
you know, young boy, I'm putting her through it. Single mom, 2 kids. She ran a daycare outside of the house, so she dealing with kids all day. Then you got to deal with your own. It kind of, now that I'm older, I understand it more.
Pretty draining for her.
It was draining, and it wasn't meant for that. It takes 2
you
to
was
create.
Just young and shit. You didn't really have no father figure. Nobody
None of that.
Put you under the wing and be like, my man, what the fuck you doing, bitch?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then, like I said, we have no family there, so now you can't just drop me off at grandma's house or your brother.
Shit is far away.
It's fucked up. So it's just me. You got to just deal with it. So at the time she came to the station, I could hear her. She ended up saying, keep him. Something on the lines of that. So from there, I went to Boys Village, and then that's when it was like, whoa. It was like.
Oh, your mom said.
That's what she said, because they was telling her what happened.
I've been through that.
Yeah. For sure.
I was playing around with a fucking BB gun, and shout out to my boy Jukebox, and we out there on Brook Avenue in the Bronx and shit, playing with the BB guns, but them shit was loud. Pop, pop, pop. So motherfuckers thought, I don't know, they thought we was shooting at each other. They called the cop. We ran up the stairs.
Yeah.
Motherfucker from the 3rd floor swung a bat. I came back downstairs.
Damn.
Police gripped me up. And then they found out it was a BB gun. I went to the station house, 40th precinct. They called my mom. By the way, you know, everybody to come pick up their son. You're going to be chilling with the kids.
Yeah.
Then my mom was like, man, keep that nigga, man.
We wear him out. How old was you when that happened? Not to interview you, but.
Shit, no, I was probably about that. 13.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
13. Yeah, about 13, 14, and I went to Spofford and all that.
Okay, damn, that's tough. Yeah, see.
So go ahead, man.
So yeah, I went through that with the Boys Village, and when I went to the bullpen, it was, it prepared me for, as I got older, You start learning how to move. I'm in there. I don't know nobody. Baltimore, huge city.
Yeah.
So there's nobody familiar. At least in Westchester, when I start going to getting locked up and shit, I know, the county's big, but it's small. And if you got a name, somebody heard of you.
It's gonna click. Somebody gonna see you.
Not down there. I was miscellaneous. I was anonymous. So I got in there. I was big too. So I got tried instantly. That's when hats was popping. The fitted hats. I had like a throwback hat. So
Right.
as soon as I got in there, nigga like, yo, where you from? And like the section I was from, it wasn't really on a map, no notable names. I told them where I was from. They like, oh, okay, we need that hat. So now I'm like, So one nigga grabbed it. I'm tussling with him. There's another nigga who grabbed me. Now, we was minors, so they broke it up instantly. And then niggas start, we gonna rape him tonight. That's what they on. So I'm like, damn, where am I? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I'm scared to death at this point.
What you mean? Yeah, because I heard a lot of stories about that, but they really,
So,
I mean.
I got out of there so from there, we went to court the next day. So I slept in my cell. They was gonna put me in the dorm. It was cells for like people who had caught. I was in like when you get your shots, the TB and all that, to make sure you don't got no disease. So I was quarantining. I went home from court. They ended up putting me on house arrest. So I never got a chance to even make it to the dorm. But ain't no telling what would have happened, Just to be honest. I would have had to.
Yeah, because they was really talking different.
It was talking different. The nigga said, we gonna rape him tonight. It was 10 of these niggas. I'm tussling with one nigga, no blows. He took my hat off my head. I tried to grab the hat. I'm a big nigga. I tussle him. I ain't get punched. Another nigga grabbed me. It was about to go there.
Yeah.
Cops in there, oh.
Now the question is this.
Yeah.
Did you still stay with your hat?
I stayed with my hat. I got my hat back.
That's good.
I got my hat back for sure. I left with that hat. I went home with the fitted. Ankle monitor and my fitted, man.
You already know.
But that let me know how it really was. So it prepared me when I came back. Now I knew how to carry myself. We got nothing. If I even sense the energy, we might as well collide and do what men do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you came home.
I came home. They never showed up to court. I was on house arrest. I wore the ankle. I was in 7th grade, 8th grade. With the ankle monitor on. I went to Catholic school, so that was a little uncomfortable. I got a big ass monitor on my ankle. That was weird. House arrest, couldn't come out certain times.
Well, how that works?
So I got certain permissions, so they knew my schedule, my school schedule. From this time to this time, you good. You got to be in by this time, and you can't leave to that time. So like I said, I knew his mom. My mom knew his mom. We was friends. So, his mom, they just stopped speaking to us like, just stay away from us. We not going to show up to court. But I apologize. I fucked up. I, traumatized the little 11-year-old nigga. Pulled the little dog gun. He didn't know what he was doing. He probably, he wasn't Tariq St. Patrick or nothing. He didn't know what was going on. So that's how that went. And then like after that, I got kicked out. And then the rest of my life, my criminal history started, on the streets of Westchester when I was like 14 until I'm 34 now. I could say I 09, I did 4 months for assault, 2010.
Okay.
And that was pretty much it. So that I took a 6-5. It's 6 months jail time and 5 years probation. So it was a felony. It was
motherfucker, take that probation, 5 years probation.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to hit that state, especially,
Yeah, I know, but shit, 5 years?
Yeah, rough for my kind up there.
That was tough doing them 5 years probation, huh?
Yeah, it was tough. But see, I never really smoked. That came after I got shot is when I started indulging in marijuana because then it calmed you down. I had to get off them pills.
Yeah.
But so now probation wasn't hard for me. I just had to, stop hurting people. That's really was my biggest thing.
So you did your 6 months.
Did my 6 months in the county.
What county? Westchester?
Of Westchester County, Valhalla. Yeah.
How was that?
That wasn't bad because, like I said, now Valhalla, it could get rough. I don't want to give nobody a false sense of security because a lot of dudes can't fight. So Valhalla.
So I'm saying we want to know like one of the craziest things you've seen when you was involved.
Oh shit!
How about that?
So when I was there, see me personally, I've been to Valhalla a couple times. The minor block is when I really seen the youth program there was worse than when I was an adult. Because by the time I was an adult, my travels through the street, I knew certain people.
Right.
But I could say the craziest thing I seen, I seen people get splashed with feces. I seen people get starved. I seen niggas get beat out they sleep, beat with locks. Like Valhalla wasn't really razor tag back then. It wasn't. That was only in the state that was going on. That wasn't going on in our county until
on Rikers Island.
On Rikers Island too. See, the island is a whole different gladiator. I ain't gonna lie. The county just mainly hands on. So like I said, shit like that. I seen niggas get beat out they sleep. I seen a lot of niggas get shipped to outside hospitals. Just violence. One time I was in the dorm and it's crazy. It was this white boy. I ain't gonna say his name. And then there was this dude who kept fucking with him. And what I learned from that situation is like people, they pay attention. You'd be surprised who in jail, people be paying attention and you don't even have a clue that they paying attention. So this particular individual who had said something to him, he only said what he heard everybody else in the dorm say, but there was other household names in the dorm saying it. So, you know, the boy, he used to talk funny.
Right. So
everybody would talk about his speech. I guess he wasn't respecting it coming from this gentleman who said it. So he had made a comment like, I'ma see you. And the dude was like, fuck out of here, and went to sleep. I got a Walkman in there. I used to be in there listening to Young Jeezy, Usher. I had 2 tapes. I had a Young Jeezy tape and the Usher. So I'm in my mode, you know, dreaming about, you know, the women I was dealing with at the time. I end up falling asleep. I just gets waking up to a loud scream. I heard the nigga screaming. I said, what the fuck? I thought I was dreaming. I wake up. This nigga's on top of this nigga. He got his arm. He got him in like some UFC arm bar type. He ended up breaking his arm. He ended up taking the damn near his arm off.
Wow.
Had his arm like this and just was pounding this nigga. I'd have been into my fair share of physical altercation. He disfigured this man. Wow. And like, you know, we just in there like, damn, what do? We sitting up there listening to this. I never seen a grown man scream like that in my life to this day. I done seen niggas get shot. I done been shot. I ain't never even screamed like that.
So you did your little 6 months there?
Yeah.
And you came home? And
I came home and I was on a probation, and it was crazy because my grandmother, my mom's mom, is a probation. She was a probation officer in Westchester.
Okay.
My PO was somebody she trained. So when she seen my name, my last name, she was like, by any chance you related to a Melvina? I said, yeah. She said, that's my grandmother. She said, I remember when you was a kid. She used to bring you, you know, to the office sometimes.
Crazy. She
said, don't worry about it. You know, I'm going to call you once a month. And it was good. So probation was a breeze for me.
Yeah, because you was doing the right thing anyway.
I was chilling. Yeah, by that time. Yeah.
So did you get back in trouble?
Yeah, of course. So that was when I was 20. I had police contact one time when I was on probation, but you know, they never found out. We was at a local bar in our community, and how I should have set up the guys in the city of our town. We used to have issues with them, so we'd catch each other at, you know, local bar. It was going down. I'm saying shit was going on. So after a night at partying at a bar, we ended up setting it off in a bar. It went up. A couple of niggas got cut. This, that, and the third. Police came. I was one of the ones that got grabbed. But like I said, they ain't really, I had a little cut on my hand. They had no evidence or nothing like that. So they eventually let me go, and probation never found out about it. But after that, nah. You know, shit happened in the street, but you know, no police or no jail. You know, free all my guys though.
So ever since you never went back to jail? Never
went back to jail. I never even been to a
You've been shot though. Since you went home.
Yeah, I've been shot. I got shot 2020 in California, August 3rd. California.
What happened?
That's crazy. I never really officially told the whole story on camera, but I'm gonna be mindful with my words. You know how these people are.
Yeah,
but you know, different organizations. So I went to go. I got some comrades of mine that's from there. I'ma say, and I went to go see them. We was having a party, a celebration for, you know, our day. We was celebrating our time, our fraternity, our brotherhood, and in California, that was my first time there. California is night and day from New York. Very, very geographical. You sneeze at the wrong gas station and it could be that.
It could be that, yeah.
So
that's the truth.
That's the truth. I goes to a specific gas station that was close to our hotel. Me and my man Trash. Shout out to him. And when we get to this gas station, there's a McDonald's connected to it. So he go in the gas station, he go in McDonald's. I'm in front of the gas station. I'm just looking around. Dude come out the gas station. He like, yo, he's like, yeah, the nigga in there he not trying to give me no credit. He wanted something on the arm, but he was just moving funny. My man come back out, McDonald's. You know, out there you can identify somebody by their hat, their tattoos.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, he identified, you know, that individual and basically
being somebody different.
Somebody that we don't got no business, you know, being around. Little situation transpired. We get out of there. We goes back to our hotel. We get back to our hotel. The guys, our friends from California was like, yo, we about to get disciplined behind it. Like, what the fuck was y'all at? Oh, we just walked down here. Yo, listen, they sat us down. You can't do that here. Like, if you don't know where you going, you can't go to every restaurant. Yeah. You can't go to every this not how this shit. This ain't that New York shit where you in Brooklyn 1 minute, then you in the Bronx.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Not like that. Me still not taking heed. We end up going to different locations. The last location we went to 74th and Western. So if anybody who's familiar with, you know, the black culture, minority culture, you know about that area. We was having bikes out there. We was having fun. Right. Rest in peace, Lil Sodi. That's my brother from over there. Rest in peace to my brother. He just passed in a car accident. Rest in peace to him. Shout out to my father Dubs. He walked up to me. He walked up to me and my man's from out there, because there was a lot of us from New York who traveled over there. So my man from Brooklyn, he like, yo, listen, the guys who don't deal with us, they right around the corner. Y'all standing on Main Street. They coming through here, especially after they know what day it is, they know what time it is. It's gonna be that. If I was y'all, I would stand over here, and they had like cars set up. I'm saucy. I'm out there, shirt off, Gucci flip-flops, out there loafing. Sure enough, white Mercedes pull up. The first shot, I ain't even hear it. I heard it, but I just made me look around. The second shot was the shot that hit me. That hit me in my bladder, 357. To the bladder, took half my doctor told me, like, you're an alien. I never seen no shit like this ever in my life. Second shot.
You was lucky.
Yeah, I was, for sure.
I was with you. You was lucky.
God was with me, so I got hit over there. It's COVID. It's August 3rd, 2020. Ain't no ambulances coming, so I'm sitting down. Everybody running up on me. I'm like, damn. My mans was like, yeah, we got to get him to the hospital. He went to get the car. The first thing I did, I rolled over. I FaceTime my son's mom, which is my shorty. I said, yo, I just got hit. She start freaking out now. You know, I done never been shot before, but you know what the movies say, calm down, stay calm. So I told her, I said, listen, just calm down and just stay on the phone. Don't overdo it. My man's in there went to get the car. They put me in there. They Googled the hospital, shot me over there.
Lucky you made it.
Cad shit bagged me.
Well, how long you was shit bag?
I was shit bag for 3 months, because what it was, I got hit in the bladder, so that shit went through my urethra. So what the urethra is the little tube.
Now you know better than to ever come to another neighborhood
and not check
on the other side of the world and not ever check in.
For sure.
Or even just show up anywhere.
Yeah.
This is dangerous, man.
It's tough. Yeah.
You know, it's dangerous. Everybody ain't trust me, it's dangerous. Nowadays, it's dangerous. Getting dangerous in New York.
Oh, New York is crazy. The Bronx is dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine, other towns, especially LA.
Yeah.
LA, like you're not from the hood and all that. You're not from that hood. You ain't got no business there.
LA nasty, man.
And it gets nasty.
Yeah.
And thank God that you made it.
For sure.
Ever since, so what you been doing with yourself? Ever since you got shot, got better. You ain't got shit on the bag no more.
No, I'm out of there. I'm done.
So you should thank God for that.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm healed up. I'm full. I made a full recovery. I'm doing everything I was doing prior to getting shot. So after that, that was during COVID. So it took me I got my last surgery. I went back to work actually that January. So that was tough, because by then I was battling with opioid addiction. I went through that. It's crazy.
What is
pills, perks, oxycodones and all that.
So
I went through
right
that.
after you get shot?
I got shot, morphine. They gave you pills, the perks. I was in so much pain. They gave me them painkillers, but unfortunately for us, them things is addicting. I'm saying, to raise your dopamine level. So I was hooked on that. I went through all that. I had to get off of that. I would say too much on camera, but my comrades that's in the state, I had got them some Suboxones, the little strips. I'm supposed to be sending it up. I ended up taking like 5 strips for myself before I sent it to him to wean myself off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was a whole, just as hard.
How long you was on that?
I was on them things for over a year.
Oh, shit was tough.
Yeah, shit was tough. So I
That's
finally,
like a whole new disease.
So that was the worst disease out. That shit right there was the hardest shit I ever been through.
It's like dope.
I felt like them niggas.
Yeah.
I just wasn't moving like them. I ain't have enough courage to stick no needle or take no pipe, but it's all the same drug
Thank God
though.
for that.
Yeah, hell yeah, nah, because that shit cheaper. I see niggas start off with pills and then end up, I see it every day.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to that point between the Suboxone and the marijuana and me just my mental fortitude. Me knowing I'm an athlete, man. I box and shit.
Did you lose nothing during that time? You know what I mean? So sometimes you get on drugs, you lose your family.
Oh yeah. So now
everybody start fucking with you because you just like.
I can say that, yeah. I can say to a certain degree because I was out of my mind. That's all I was focused on was that drug. So, you know, I wasn't rebuilding no relationships. You know, me and my son's mom, we had split during that time. It was a rough ride. I still had to be a father. You know, my son.
So what you did to get off?
The Suboxone. I used the Suboxone and marijuana. I just substituted.
A lot of brothers out there right now, they caught up on drugs.
Yeah, they on them shit.
Went to the same shit you went through.
Yeah.
And they probably can't find a way to get out. So just in case, you know, you could give them something they could.
So what I tell them, that there's these things, I don't know, a lot of clinics don't give them, but like I said, if you somebody that been outside, you know how to get your hand. If you in the streets, we know how to get our hands on everything. So I say the Suboxones, them little strips, that's a lower dosage of it. So it'll get you off that, but then that's a drug in itself too. So after you get weaned off the hardcore shit, you gotta wean yourself off of the minor shit, the petty shit, which is the Suboxone. So how I did that, like I said, marijuana, and then before I know it, that shit, I just kicked it. I told myself, yeah. So that's the best thing. But for me, I used the alternative drug, which was the Suboxone for sure. That helped. I don't know how it did that shit cold turkey. To guys who did that shit cold turkey and they sweating and can't sleep in and cramps and all of that shit, my heart goes out to you and you're a different level beast.
For real.
I take a different level of mental fortitude. Me, I didn't go that route.
So you off those?
I'm off those. I'm back.
What you been up to now?
So I started a podcast, Nothing's Normal. I started that around this time last year, and I also started my boxing business.
Nothing's Normal.
Nothing's Normal,
podcast.
Man.
Make sure y'all look that up.
Nothing's Normal podcast, man. We up to like almost episode 30. Tonight, we doing media coverage at the Locks and Friends concert featuring Jadakiss, Styles P, Chic, Mary J up in Westchester County.
Oh yeah, Westchester. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna be down there with my Earn Your Leisure family. And shout out to Greenleaf, GBA. That's my crew.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be there. And I started I teach I got a youth boxing program I teach in Westchester County too in Hawthorne.
Okay, so you teach your brothers how to box.
Teaching brothers boxing, to connect, for sure.
So that's good because they could use their hands instead of using a gun.
Yeah, I mean it's a double-edged sword.
At the same time, they can have some discipline.
That's it.
And humbleness.
For sure.
Because all that comes with that.
Oh yeah, boxing. There's so many principles in boxing you can apply to your everyday life. I'm actually working on a book. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna title. I believe like Outside the Box, because there's so many things you learn in that ring that you could apply to real life. You know
that's what I'm saying.
Because
I know a lot of brothers that they got into boxing, they change.
They change their life.
Yeah, they become humble.
Sure.
You know, because now they know their weapons, I guess.
And they know, and nowadays it's so fucked up, teaching somebody how to fight is almost giving them a sentence to die. Because you beat a nigga up nowadays, he's 9 times out of 10 coming to put some lead in you. The times is fucked up. So it'll give you that humbleness to know, like, I know what I can do to you. It's probably going, if I'm not ready to take it here, I might as well just leave it alone.
Your experience that you had in Westchester, what you think about prison reform? You think it's needed?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, in my opinion, prison.
What are the things that you would bring to fix things up?
Oh, that's a good question. I think the people who are on these panels to review, we got to change that up, because back to Nothing's Normal, a person who don't understand or can't identify with our kind can't tell us how to reform our life. We don't even, at birth, some of us is put in situations that, we don't ask for. So you can't crucify somebody whose norm, what don't look like yours, basically. So now we got to reform the board. Right. Get people in there that have experience in these fields and that could give you the proper steps on what to do, who to talk to, what kind of music to listen to, therapy, the different outlets, because somebody who grew up different. 2 parents, never really had no struggle. How you gonna tell a youngin' mom's a crack baby, what he need to wake up and do? Can't just tell him go to the library and study. The library might be in a community that's not safe for where he from.
Right.
So it's like we make it sound so simple. Go to school, get an education, go to college. You know how many kids die on their way to school? So how, we got to teach these kids accident prevention, awareness, the skills to get to A and B before we tell them what to do when they get to A and B.
Absolutely.
I think that's the best thing. Get people in there who really understand what's going on. Outside of like rapists and all that, I don't understand.
Yeah, of course.
I don't understand that activity, but people who had to grow up stealing and shit like that is like, this was his norm. He's seen his mom go to the grocery store and slide a pack of noodles in there because, her EBT shit ain't hit.
Right.
So that's normal to him. So now what you think he gonna grow up and do? He might steal.
Same shit.
For sure. So
absolutely.
That's what I think.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I like that response. You did good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So anything you want to, you want to let the people know that what you're doing, how to holler at you, get at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any kids, as far as they want to get into boxing,
For sure.
you might want to give them your gram, anything,
So County, you can find me on IG at County Boy Spanks. County_Boy_Spanks, SPANKS. That's my nickname at NothingsNormalPodcast. At Nothing's Normal, definitely tune in to us because, like I said, we interview. It's real interview style. We get to know a lot of Westchester people everywhere, and we get into their stories from the beginning because a lot of times we look at people's success and we think it happened overnight. We don't know. I got this saying, you can't wish for somebody's life if you're not willing to go through what they went through to get here.
Right.
So when I get people in front of the camera, I like to find out, what's bad about the industry? What's bad about being rich? What's the bad downsides of being successful? What's some of the things, the obstacles you go through when you are the person that everybody's reaching for?
Absolutely.
What's your outlet? How do you decompress? How do you calm down? How do you stay sharp? Let's
stay
get
focused.
into that. Yeah, how do you do that? Because we just look at the gram like, damn, here in this city today popping a bottle. Here in this city next to this model, and not know he might not even be happy. Yeah. That nigga might be miserable.
Absolutely.
We don't know what he going through up here. So mental health, I'm big on mental fitness, and then at SteeleHandsBoxing.
Mental health is very important.
For sure, that's a big problem.
Even in prison.
Oh, even in prison, because
it's big in prison.
Trust me, I know.
Out here, the street is super big, but in prison is big too, man.
Yeah,
they need some help.
I know a lot of guys that's locked up. Free my man Stink. These niggas 20 or better. And they.
Mental health is just you see people in there picking up cigarette butts.
K2.
Yeah, now the K2 switch.
Chinita, some shit.
Just to make it
doing.
even worse.
Yeah.
So we need a lot of help when it comes down to that.
Yeah. And that's where you got to shout out guys like Meek Mill and all them, and I just see what he got going on.
Shout out to everybody that's working on prison reform, period. You know what I'm saying? And especially mental health because it's important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't keep it ignoring it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So that's me, SteeleHandsBoxing.
Yeah, Spanks, but I want to thank you, man.
I appreciate
you coming through.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing and all that. Just know anytime you have something, anything big, just let us know, reach out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We here, the podcast is here for you. Promote your shit. You already know, dog in the yard.
Appreciate you, man. You're a legend, man. Especially for us.
Appreciate you, brother.
One of those.
You already know, man. Love, man.
Appreciate you.
You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard. What up? You already know. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol. I want to first and foremost thank Spanks for coming through. As you see, he's doing great things out there, working with the youth, teaching them how to box, use their energy wisely rather than, using and picking up guns and going the wrong way. So I love what you're doing. Keep doing your thing. Keep representing that Westchester, you know what I mean? And we're here to support you. You already know it's your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
On today's segment of Know Your Rights, we are looking at the tragic and controversial case of Michelle Carter and the death of Conrad Roy, a story that captured national attention and raised profound questions about mental health, legal responsibility, and the power of our words. In July 2014, Conrad Roy, an 18-year-old boy from Massachusetts, was found dead in his truck from carbon monoxide poisoning. His death was initially ruled a suicide, But the case took a dramatic turn when investigators discovered a series of text messages and phone calls between Conrad and his then-girlfriend, Michelle Carter. These messages revealed a disturbing pattern of encouragement from Carter, urging Roy to take his own life. Michelle Carter was subsequently charged with involuntary manslaughter. The prosecution argued that Carter's persistent messages and phone calls, which included statements like, "You just need to do it," and "The time is right and you're ready, you just need to do it," these directly contributed to Roy's decision to end his life. They contended that Carter's influence over Roy, who struggled with mental health issues, was a significant factor in his death. The defense, on the other hand, argued that Roy had a history of suicidal thoughts and had previously attempted suicide. They claimed that while Carter's messages were inappropriate and insensitive, they did not cause Roy's death. They emphasized that ultimately, Roy made the decision to take his own life. In June 2017, after a highly publicized trial, the judge found Michelle Carter guilty of involuntary manslaughter. He concluded that Carter's actions constituted wanton and reckless conduct, and that her instructions to Roy to get back in the truck, which he had exited when it began filling with carbon monoxide, were a direct cause of his death. Carter was sentenced to 15 months in prison, a sentence that she began serving in February 2019 after exhausting her appeals. The case of Michelle Carter sparked intense debate across the country. Legal experts, mental health professionals, and the public grappled with the implications of this verdict. The case raised critical questions about the extent of legal responsibility for another person's suicide, particularly in the digital age, where communication often happens through text messages and social media. One of the central issues was the power of words and their potential to cause harm. The case highlighted the need for a deeper understanding of how digital communication impacts mental health and the responsibilities that individuals may bear when their words encourage harmful actions. The Carter case also highlighted the importance of addressing mental health issues and providing support for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. It served as a stark reminder of the need for compassion, intervention, proper mental health care, and the fact that your words matter. That's it for today's discussion. Stay informed. Know your rights.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
See a op and we slide, nigga. We the live in S.H.U, nigga. We the live in S.H.U, nigga. You free the guys, we the guys, nigga. You dumping or you dipping, nigga. Pick a side, what's your options, nigga? Ain't good now. We the live in S.H.U, nigga. Give a fuck what you thinking, nigga.
Okay, federalists came again, they put the gang.